Okay, this is Humphrey Chung with TGDaily.com, and we're in front of Howie's Gameshack right here, and we're talking with Howie. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
And Howie here has a game center, not really a shack, but a game center. And how many computers do you have in here?
Well, first of all, this is the largest game center in America. We call it the shack, but 200 PCs, 50 Xboxes, all networked together so people can play with each other and against each other.
And what kind of games do you have on these computers?
Oh, they range from Battlefield 2 to City of Heroes, City of Villains, Auto Assault, really all different types of games, all different types of genres. On the consoles, we have Halo, we have Madden, your sports games, your shoot 'em ups, your MMOs, just about everything actually, a little bit of everything.
And when people come in here, how do they pay for their game time?
Well, it's very inexpensive. It's a whopping $4 an hour or $15 for an all-day pass. Our youngest player is 4 years old. He plays Battlefield 2, keyboard, mouse, the whole 9 yards. Our oldest player, I believe, has been 71.
And do you also find that people like to take their families here and have the whole family play?
Oh, we see more and more of that every day. Fathers and sons coming. You know, I remember when I was a kid, you used to get together with your dad and throw a ball together, play catch. Now, the bonding time, oftentimes with fathers and sons, is playing down in Battlefield 2 or some other game, picking a strategy and implementing it together. It's a great bonding tool for parents and their children.
Now, in addition to selling game time, it also looks like you sell food and other items.
Well, if you're going to be here gaming for a while, you're going to have to eat, and you're going to have something good to drink. So a little bit of pizza, a little Monster, maybe some candy, some chips. We make sure that your stomach is full so you can keep concentrating on your gameplay.
And they can eat right in front of the computer?
More than they can. We encourage them to. That's half the fun, is when you play at Howie's, we clean up after you. Eat, leave your stuff there. One of our red shirts will come around, clean up for you. So absolutely, we want you to have a great time.
And now we talked about the gameplay. Now let's get into some technical details. You've got a lot of computers, consoles, the Xboxes, and monitors and screens everywhere. What is your electricity bill?
Very, very high. Electricity rate runs about $10,000 a month. It's extremely high, and keeping all this working technically is a bit of a challenge. We have 2 full-time technicians, and anything that can go wrong has gone wrong in here. So we've seen it all. We've had network go down. We've had just about everything happen. We've had breakers blow. It's certainly a bit challenging to operate a center this large. It's much more complex than your office network, so to speak. We have about 15 games. We don't want to offer 1,000 games because we don't want people to have games with nobody playing, but we don't obviously want to have 2 or 3 games. So we keep it about 12, 15 different titles, all different genres. So depending upon what you like, you can find something that's going to satisfy you here at Howie's.
And let's talk about licensing a little bit, since some cafes tend to buy one copy and then copy them to other computers. How do you do it?
Well, we don't do that. What we do is very simple. We have one licensed copy per machine. That's simple. There really is no shortcut. Any other way does violate the law, and we are careful about that. So we have one title per machine. It's expensive. It's challenging. You have to load each game up on each machine, but that's the way to do it. So that's what we do.
And also, you've got games here. You can play against each other, it looks like. And also you can play on the internet. It must be a nightmare to sort of network all of these together.
Yeah, actually much more so than people think. We've learned that once you get to a network of 200, and actually 250 if you include our Xboxes, there are technical challenges that are far greater than even having 100 machines, 150. North of 200 is a whole new world, and yeah, we've learned the hard way that there's a lot of challenges. Having software that can run all these machines is a whole nother thing. It doesn't exist today, not on this scale. So we've had to develop a lot of these ourselves, and it's very challenging. Very costly, I might add, as well.
And do you think we can take a look at your networking closet and see what kind of hardware is running behind the scenes?
Oh, you want to see the secret back room?
Sure.
We can do that. Follow me. Come on. This is the secret door. Few civilians get to come through this door, but you guys are special, so I'm going to bring you back. This is the nerve center of Howie's. We have approximately 2.5 miles of cabling at Howie's. Every machine comes back here in its cabling. And as you can see, everything comes up to our hubs. All of our machines come through here. All of our networking. Look at the size of this wire bundle right here. Check this thing out. It is massive. Every machine wire is back here. All of the networking occurs here. We have 5 T1 lines, all of them active, all of them streaming data. We have a server for every game being played. We don't have 3, 4 games on a server. We have a single game on a server. That's part of why this gameplay is so flawless here at Howie's.
Did you guys design this network?
Well, we had a little help from a friend. The former CTO of Cisco actually designed our network architecture. So probably a little step up from your typical Geeks Gone Wild atmosphere. We actually had a heavy-duty CTO design all this architecture for us. So more than a CTO, Cisco's CTO, even better. You know, one of the interesting challenges about having a PC game center is that you're constantly having to install patches and updates and drivers, and that's one of the challenges with PC gaming is staying on top of that. And as you can see, there is an endless number of things that need to be installed in this place. We have 3 full-time techs, that's all they do. Welcome to the world of PC gaming.
So about 15 games, probably one patch every 2 months, or some games it's even almost every week.
Oh no, I can assure you, we do installs every Wednesday here. Every single week we're installing something. Every single week. And that's why it's so challenging for people to play at home, is staying on top of this at home. It's about a full-time job. I mean, for us, it's a full-time job.
Okay, now with all the computers and stuff inside, it must have cost a lot of money to set up. How much did you have to pay?
Oh no, nothing. It's all donated. Everything is free. Only kidding. $1.5 million. And what really makes it challenging is it's $1.5 million, but the gear all becomes useless really within about 18 months. So $1.5 million to open, then every 18 months you're looking at another $700,000 or so to replace everything. Every 18 months at Howie's, we replace all of our technology. We're really big on new technology. You won't come to Howie's and have a less than experience, lagging, machines that can't keep up. Never at Howie's. It's all state-of-the-art equipment always.
So when did you open Howie's Gameshack?
Well, we opened this unit 9 months ago, and it's a prototype for a national chain. We're planning 300 locations coast to coast. So if there isn't a Howie's near you, there will be soon. We're coming.